What's up? What's up, what's up, what's up, Bahamas? How we doing? Hey, listen, I know we're getting hungry. How's this side? How's this side? How's this side? How you doing? Make some noise. Are we awake? Junior, I'm looking at you. Are we awake? We have enough Zins over there. All right, guys, look, I'm excited to be here. I got to make sure I know how to use the clicker. Who's ready to learn how to sell stock options? Who goes, what the heck is that? Well, today I want to have a little bit of a visual, which now I'm blinded, so I can't see you. But I want to have a visual. I want everybody to stand up, okay? And this is going to be a visual for me to get an idea of, like, what's the audience here? So everybody stand up for me for a sec. Everybody stand up. I was just doing jumping jacks in the back, almost tore my ACL. Didn't know if I'd make it out here. All right. So only sit down if you know how to sell options. Only sit down. 1, 2. Okay, look around the room. I have a big job and big shoes. I think all of you should learn how to sell options, and that's what I'm going to try to do. I got 10 minutes for probably an hour of information. We got a bunch of slides. Let's get through this thing and get started. Because everyone's still standing, I want you guys to get your notebooks out, and please take pictures of the slides because some of the slides are going to have a lot of information. You guys ready? Yeah. Dang, should I just get off? You guys ready? Yeah. All right, let's rock. Sit on down. So the big question is, what is an option? What is a stock option? First of all, write this down in your notebooks, 100. When you have a stock option, that stands as 100 shares. And a stock option is simply a contract between two people. One side buys the right to do something, and the other side sells the promise to do something. It's kind of like a brokered deal. When you're selling your house, you promise to sell it. It's that simple. Every option trade comes down to a buyer and a seller. Think of it like insurance. Who in here has insurance of any? Raise your hand. Okay. I know, it sucks, right? Every quarter, bank account. Why do we have insurance? Because what if something goes wrong? When we sell options, it's like we're our own insurance company, which is so cool when you think about it. We get paid up front, just like the insurance company, and we collect a premium. They literally call it a premium, no different than when you pay your insurance company your insurance premium. On the flip side, you only have to pay out your insurance plan if something happens, just like an insurance claim. And let's be honest for a second. You ever looked around? It's like AT&T, or not AT&T, Allstate Arena, State Farm Arena. Do insurance companies make money? Well, I'm trying to be the insurance company in the markets. That's all we're trying to do when we sell options. We're creating an insurance policy for everybody else that's buying options. Everybody that says, oh, I trade options. Dude, you buy options. Well, what do? I sell them to you. And then I add a little extra flavor to that, but I'll leave it there. You ding-dong. Why am I selling it to you? Because I'm the insurance company. Now, the magic word today, and I love this so much, shout out to you, Ari, premium. Everybody say premium. Premium. All this means is the amount of money to write your insurance contract. So check this out. I say, hey, look, I'm going to give you a contract. I'm going to give you this. If this happens, I'll buy your shares, but if it doesn't happen, or if it does happen, doesn't matter, I need you to pay me my premium. Jordan, you like your premium? All right, so why does this matter? Every single option trade that you see me trade live on ZINRAI Live, we get a premium at the start. Now, nothing against you Forex traders, but when you open a Forex position, what happens? You're like biting your nails, nothing happens. Same with gold, same with crypto. But when you open an option trade, do you know what happens right away? Premium, because you're the insurance company. Poof, right in your account. It's the only thing that we can do that we literally know then control of because we get paid first. And you're deciding what your risk is. So let's jump through some example setups. We have stock XYZ. Name the stock, doesn't matter. Let's say it's trading at $50. Okay? There's only 4 ways for you to buy those shares at a lower price. You can stare at it for the next 10 days like a madman. You can set an alert on your phone. You could set a buy limit. Raise your hand if you know what a buy limit is. Or number 4, write this down. You could sell a put. What selling a put is I'm saying I want to buy the shares at $45 by this expiration date. Maybe it's by Friday, maybe it's next month, maybe it's next year. I get premium for that guarantee that I'll buy those shares. Now, if the shares drop to 45, I now own them at the price I wanted to buy them in the first place. And if they don't, guess who still keeps the premium? Who? Me. If the stock never drops below 45, do I still get a premium? Yes. I get the premium whether it hits 45 or not. So now I look at a stock and I say it's at 50. I'd like to buy it at 45. Instead of clicking a buy limit or an alert, I just sell a put because I get paid either way. If it never drops to 45, I get paid. If it drops to 45, I now own the shares at 45 and I already wanted to in the first place. And who gets paid? Me and you. Now, what if the stock drops below 45? When the stock drops below 45, read on that right arrow. What is my real cost? 43. Why though? It's because it's 100 shares. So when I have 100 shares, it reduces my cost of acquisition. So now I had it at 45, but because I already collected $200 in premium, it brings my cost of acquisition down to 43. On the flip side, we either get paid for doing nothing. Who wants to get paid to do nothing? Me. Or B, I'm buying a stock cheaper than today's price. Is there any stock out there that you guys want to buy, but you wouldn't buy it today, you'd buy it lower? Instead of just waiting with your hands tied, why don't you sell a put so you can collect premium up front, and in the case that it does go there, now you own it. That's what we do in our live room every day. On the flip side, I have a different version for you. What if you already own the shares? Does anybody in here own stock? Anybody in here have more than 100 shares of a stock? You know, I'll tell you a story really quick. I own SoFi. I like that bank. This is not alert. I like SoFi. But SoFi doesn't pay a dividend. So you're pretty much sitting dead if you own a stock that doesn't pay a dividend. But what if you already own the 100 shares and I could sell a promise that I'll sell it if it goes higher? So check this out. What do we like to all? It's 2 letters. What do we like to all hit when we trade? TP, take profit. What if instead of placing a take profit, I sold a call? Listen to me. Sell a call. Write that down. Sell call. What does that mean? Instead of putting a take profit and exiting automatically when I hit that price, now I sell a promise that I will sell it at that price. But watch what happens. Because I promised you one thing, did I create an insurance policy? So now they pay me to hold on to something I already own in the first place. That's called a covered call. Think about it like this. I own a house, but do I want to just own a house or do I want to rent the house out? I want to rent it out, create income. That's just like this. Now, why do people love this? You collect premium, create some income. You lower your cost to own the stock, and you control all your rules. You know exactly what you're risking ahead of time. There's no question marks here. Selling options allows you to create your own paycheck. Now, pause for a minute. I got up here and everybody's like, sell options. Okay, yeah, let's get through this. Who wants to sell options? Make some noise. One more time. Who would enjoy creating your own premium, insurance company style, and sell options? Make some noise. Who here would rather collect a paycheck than hope a stock goes up? Okay, and then the final question. This is going to be interesting. Who here has ever had a buy limit missed? Oof. Pause. Imagine if you got paid every time it missed. That's all we do. We sell puts. This year alone, I've had that happen over 70 times. Missed. But you know who collected the premium? Me. So, check this out. You can join me in the chart lab every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern. Who's here been on my live sessions before? I hope it's every one of you by next week. 11 a.m. Eastern in the Chart Lab, and here's what we do. The first thing is, I call it shopping, but we're hunting for these contracts. Listen, these contracts don't just come. It's not like every day I can go and find an awesome value. Every day we are shopping and we are looking around for the best option contract possible. Number two, we look at the fair value of stocks. Everybody say fair value. Listen, something worth $100 might be underpriced. Something worth $5 might be overpriced. The price has nothing to do with it. Number three, we grade opportunities. I like to grade things A through F. A is a great stock. F is like something I'm going to stay away from. And number four, we learn how to do this live, step by step, repeatedly. This is a pattern. And we can do this Monday through Thursday. And the good news is, I don't have to stare at the charts all day in order to have a good knowledge base from this, or in order to just feel what's going on. We've been in the Bahamas all week. Who's been having fun? What I can tell you is, just being here all week has not hindered my ability to write these contracts. Which, that's saying something. We've had some fun. So, with that said, guys, I hope to see you all in the Chart Lab. ZINRAI, this is remarkable, what you two have done here. Ken, I think Ken's back there. Andre, Jason, I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'm not going to get emotional. You're my brother. Thank you so much for having me. And guys, this company, it's laughable to think what this thing is about to become in the next 12 months. I can't wait to see where it goes, guys. See you on the Chart Lab. God bless.